Tony, he's got it on the edge. Pacheco, Patrick Mahomes to Travis Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City.
So here's Steve Gio's Week 9 Miami Dolphin pick. So 9:30 Eastern in the morning tomorrow in Frankfurt, Germany. The Dolphins will battle the Kansas City Chiefs, both 6-2. Chiefs with the number 1 seed in the AFC right now. The Dolphins with the number 2 seed. This is a huge game for the Dolphins. This is probably the biggest game that they've played since 2008, winning the division at then the Meadowlands before there was even MetLife Stadium against the Jets. So it is a massive matchup for the Dolphins. The thing here for the Dolphins, this game is so much more about the Dolphins than it is the Chiefs. You know, the Chiefs obviously defending Super Bowl champions and everything that they've been able to accomplish, you know, in the last 5 years. The Dolphins are looked at as a very good team with a great offense, best passing game, best running game, an emerging defense, stars all over the place, but they have not been able to get over the hump of winning the big game. In their 6 wins this year, they have only beat losing teams. They lost both to Buffalo and to the Eagles, both winning teams. So this is the moment. This is the statement game for the Dolphins. Can they perform in a big spot, in a big moment against a Super Bowl worthy opponent? And the reality is this is a bit of an elimination game in the fact that whoever loses this game, if the trajectory stays the same the remainder of the year, one or the other will probably play, whether it's a championship game or a playoff game, in the other person's building. So it is massive. So the thing the Dolphins did this week that was interesting is they flew out on Monday to get acclimated to the time change. They did some bonding things as a team. They really wanted to get themselves acclimated. And the Chiefs, they waited until Thursday to fly out. I think that's going to play into the Dolphins' favor. I think the Dolphins will come out fast. I think the Chiefs will be sluggish. Chiefs got beat up pretty good last week in Denver. First time they lost to the Broncos in 18 matchups, which is crazy. And the reality is this is a very good Chiefs team, but it's Mahomes and Kelce and Chris Jones on defense. Running game, okay. The wide receivers they have are kind of middling. You know, at the end of the day, they didn't pay Tyreek Hill. They let him go to Miami, and you know you can only pay so many people, and Mahomes is obviously getting a massive contract. So I think their roster has suffered a little bit. They're still extremely good, and I think this is going to be a very, very tall order for the Dolphins, who themselves, they're getting some reinforcements. I think Teron Armstead's going to play. It's probably going to be a game-time decision. They need to make a roster move. Connor Williams back on the offensive line. You got your full complement of receivers. I think it's a very, very intriguing time for the Dolphins because they're getting right and they're getting healthy. Jalen Ramsey obviously playing last week with the interception was huge. So the over-under on the game is 50, and the Chiefs are favored by 1.5. So what do I think? Me, the Dolphin fan, the pessimist who's been through terrible season after terrible season. We've had basically 25 years of mediocrity. I never pick them in a big spot because to me, I think they need to show me before I pick them. However, I am picking the Dolphins to win this game 33-27. Walk off Tyreek Hill touchdown. The Dolphins are they're gonna hang with them. They're gonna get up. They're gonna get down. They're gonna have to do a lot of different things. They're gonna have to counteract Travis Kelce. They're gonna have to, do different things on the offensive line where they're a little bit banged up. But I think this is the statement. This is the time. This is the moment, finally, for the Miami Dolphins to come out, win a big game in a big spot, and show the world on a national stage that they belong in the top echelon of the AFC. So that's my prediction. So Dolphins 33, Chiefs 27, covering the over of the 50, and obviously the point spread. Let's win a big game, Dolphins. Don't prove me wrong. Let's go, Fins. We'll see you bright and early in Frankfurt.